Hello, my name is Kevin. I am the typical cripple. Welcome. I wanted to offer us a short addendum to the video I'm going to release soon. In that video, I relay a story where my right hip works its way out of the socket due to the cerebral palsy and lack of activity and weight bearing. The hip took a number of months, and as I was complaining about my right hip, my dad expressed some doubts as to whether I was experiencing anything at all, or whether I was trying to get out of moving around, or not really sure what was. He and I used to butt heads a lot, so if I said something, it was like immediately, "Rah." And so if he said something from his point of view, I was resistant. I have a different point of view on that, and that will be discussed later. But in this next video, I relayed two stories. One about underwear, which I stand on. The one about the hip, for brevity's sake, I was trying to run through what were the contributing factors that led to the delay of my surgery. And it was true that there was some concern as to whether I was going to graduate on time. Had I not, had we not delayed the surgery, I would have missed a lot of my sophomore year, and I would have been held back. That is true. On the other hand, being that my parents were divorced, and my dad's a single parent of two children, one with cerebral palsy, he knew he was not going to be able to care for me in that time period. These were beyond his ability. My mother, on the other hand, had married someone else at that time, had an apartment that they were able to house me and care for me during that time. And maybe later I'll go into it, but there were some practical considerations to be had, along with the social ramifications of me missing school. But I wanted to deliver the additional context because I think it would have been dishonest just to release the video without at least airing the practical considerations that went along with the social. In my opinion, I think had it come down to practical, it would have been the social to consider. I think if our family had been a little more resilient, I think they would have been. They would have considered not delaying the surgery, but I have my own thoughts on resiliency and anti-fragility. I try to live that lifestyle now, and it served me well. But my family was, they were not prepared for the additional burden that I would have caused had we not delayed the surgery. So with that said, my name's Kevin. I am the typical cripple. I'll see you on the next bounce.